Hello guys, so today we're talking about why this is a much more bigger movie than Terminator Dark Fate. Today we're talking about why Rise of Skywalker will suck, okay? There'll be people who are gonna tell me it won't suck, it's Star Wars. Star Wars can never be bad, okay? Star Wars can never fail. You know, then there's these Star Wars reshoots, okay? That they have to make the whole film. They'll be making 75% of the movie. 75% of the whole movie is being made, and these whole Phantom Menace people will only be proven right because these movies just completely suck. Okay, they're allowed to have a different opinion than what the Disney fanboys and the critics have. Okay, we'll give any movie a 10 out of 10 because it has Disney's logo on it. Okay, a 10 out of 10, even though the movie's being reset 100 times. And then we have all the really terrible plot rumors. Okay, all of the very terrible plot leaks and plot summaries that are coming out, okay, that was completely terrible, okay, completely terrible, okay. You could see that most of these spoilers, leaks, and rumors are just not that great, okay. They're not really anything exciting, okay. So this is basically the plot here. There was the whole plot leak. And most of them sound dumb. There's one where Ray can heal people. Yeah, she totally can heal people now, because of course, yeah, they had to make her a Mary Sue. The Emperor is back ruining Darth Vader's redemption. They're bringing back. There's not even rumors of him bringing back Anakin Skywalker for reasons. And there are some Kylo Ren becomes a good guy and he beats Rey, but Rey eventually says, "Oh, I'm tricking you all. I'm a good guy because woman power." Okay, no one wants these plots. Okay, nobody wants these terrible plots. Okay, of course the Disney fan will call you stupid. You don't understand. It has Disney's logo on it. Okay, and then they said there's 8 different endings. It's only something you see in the freaking video games. A movie does not need 8 different endings, okay? It only needs one satisfying ending, okay? Or if it's leading to a sequel, like Alita Battle Angel, it needs an ending that makes you want to see the sequel. Or makes the ending, well, oh, the movie's ending, the end. Everybody lives happily ever after. And the whole thing is there's another one where Kyle Winter Supply be back and Emperor Palpatine will be dropped into a deep hole again. Because, and, they're only bringing back Palpatine for nostalgia because they have no one else. They killed off everybody else. Um, and all these plot weeks are just terrible, okay? Now, for the next part, you killed off all the good characters to begin with, okay? You killed off Luke Skywalker. You killed off Han Solo. Who do you have? You have Chewbacca and R2D2. Two characters that have very little dialogue, okay? And C3PO, which in these new movies, they're basically non-existent in these movies, okay? Non-existent. You killed off Luke Skywalker. Why, I don't know. You could have not killed him off. You killed off Snoke, which he could have been, he could have been an interesting character, but nope, you killed him off, so he made him basically a pointless character. And next you introduce a bunch. Next is you introduce really bad characters in these movies. Rose Tico, Holdo, anyone. Those characters nobody likes. Okay, and I bet they'll probably introduce a few new bad characters in the Rise of Skywalker. Won't be surprised because the Last Jedi and Solo we've had so many bad characters introduced into those movies. Solo had L337, a character that does even more hateable than Jar Jar Binks. The only reason why L337 is not higher than Rose Tico and Jar Jar Binks is that Solo flopped and it lost money. The Last Jedi made way more money than Solo. It made $1 billion, almost $1 billion more than Solo. Okay, that's the reason why Rose Tico is higher than L337 on the worst Star Wars characters. Because we all know Rose Tico is easily the most pointless Star Wars character in history. And that's not talking, and of course, I said that without talking about her race and gender and all that stuff that essay always try to do to defend these characters, okay? And then the next part is simply the last movie was so terrible, you can't fix this movie, okay? You can't fix a movie, okay? It's like, for example, the first Jurassic Park movie, people hated, didn't really care for that one, okay? That was because the second one was so disappointing. Okay, I don't hate Jurassic Park 3, but a lot of people do because the second one wasn't that great. Okay, the same thing. There are exceptions to it, like Revenge of the Sith coming off the second Star Wars movie, Episode 2, um, and there's also other examples, even in their own franchise. Okay, Episode 7. More people consider it worse than Episode 5 because Episode 5 was really great, and Episode 6 is still a great quality movie, okay? But it's not as great quality as Episode 5. But now we're going to movies that completely trashed the movies, okay? Next is Terminator 2, Terminator 3. Terminator 3 was not really that well received, okay? Or here's the best example, Alien. The third Alien was completely garbage and shouldn't exist. And the fourth Alien is just they tried to recover all the bad decisions made by Alien 3 and has had to make a new entire plot because Alien 3 was so bad. Same thing of Alien Covenant, okay? And there's many more comparisons you can make, okay? The DCEU is one big example, and there's various other universes as well that I don't really know that much about, okay? And then there's the MCU, okay? The MCU is going down the same path as Star Wars, okay? We want to see the interesting to want to see how well Captain Marvel 2 does after Captain Marvel 1. Okay, if it's this like Jurassic Park 3, and it completely drops, no, Jurassic Park 2, and completely drops on the second release. And then, of course, we have the Disney remake sequels. People don't really like Disney remakes besides Disney fanboys who give every Disney movie a 10 out of 10. So, of course, Maleficent 2, and of course, Alice for the Looking Glass is flopping. I guess that bodes poorly for the Lion King remake sequel, the Jungle Book remake sequel, and the Aladdin remake sequel, which Disney is all making. Now let's go back to the Rise of Skywalker. Why I talk about all this? Well, that's because the Last Jedi was a complete pile of turds, okay? And then we want to have the best comparison here. The Transformers franchise, okay? Transformers, The Last Night, and Transformers Age of Extinction. Age of Extinction was worse than the last. No, I don't know. Last Night is worse than Age of Extinction. Age of Extinction is a pretty crap movie because it's still way better in quality, okay? At least you can be entertained by Age of Extinction, okay? The Last Night is a confusing plot mess that sort of existed. And it hurt the franchise, the Transformers franchise, okay? Age of Extinction, despite grossing $1 billion, the last movie barely opened or grossed over $600 million, okay? And people were expecting this to gross $1 billion, okay? Or Cows Free, another example, okay? Cows Free was a lowest grossing Cows movie. So, more hated movies do impact the sequel. But of course, the Disney and Star Wars fanboys who will praise The Last Jedi endlessly will tell you no, people don't hate The Last Jedi because the critics gave it a 93%. Those examples you're using, critics also hated, okay? Critics also hated Age of Extinction. Critics also hated, what was that other movie called again? Cows 2, okay? Critics didn't hate The Last Jedi. Well, the fans did, okay? But of course, the fans don't matter, okay? And the fans don't matter. Where the people who watched the movie actually went to go see the movie, who spent their hard-earned money to go see this movie. You know, you know, they'll say, "Oh, but IMDb it's 7 out of 10." They'll see that every time. IMDb was 7 out of 10, so people must love The Last Jedi. Well, 44% people only like The Last Jedi, okay? Get over it. And the thing is, some movies are skewed too, and this is before they implemented the infamous, very infamous verified user rating thing, which which that's why some of these Disney movies have such high scores, like Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, for example. Which you would think Maleficent, Mistress of Evil is better than Zombieland Double Tap? You gotta be kidding me, okay? Or Joker? You gotta be kidding me, okay? Disney fanboys are insane, okay? But or someone well, even at Google at 70%. It should be much lower. Okay? If people really love The Last Jedi on Google, The Last Jedi would be the same score as Alita Battle Angel. Okay? If people really thought The Last Jedi was a classic that must be watched, this would be the score on Google. Okay? Anything below a 90% on Google is a movie that you should really look more at. Okay, you say, hey, maybe this movie might not be that great. It might not be an instant classic. And people argue with me that Read About Angel will not be an instant classic because you know, but then they'll give, Aladdin a 10 out of 10 and Lion King like a 10 out of 10. The two most soulless movies of the year, okay? And then they'll go and tell me, oh, Read About Angel is such a boring movie. It has, it's cheesy. Even though we'll watch the freaking Aladdin with, Will Smith's Genie and the cheesiness of that uh, crap, okay? And then, uh, you know, then we have Rise of Skywalker. I won't be surprised if they'll give that a 10 out of 10 as well. Because the Rise of Skywalker, based off the freaking trailers of the freaking movie, is freaking cheesy like The Last Jedi and freaking terrible, okay? And here's my review. It's a must-see movie because, and here we go. Average audience score 4.7. What does The Last Jedi have? Okay, there's no reviews for this movie. I'm just gonna give a 1 out of 10 stars. See if they show it. No, they don't show it. They don't show it, so I can just move this entirely. Yeah, you can't see the audience score for Last Jedi on Google. Um, but and then the trailer's coming out. Okay, well, how about all the really terrible things that nobody wanted? Like Raylo. Nobody wants this, yet there's these pandering towards these SJWs who want Raylo, okay? Well, how about all the SJW garbage in The Last Jedi and everything else? So, this is the whole reason why you shouldn't see The Rise of Skywalker, okay? The movie, well, it could be garbage like The Last Jedi. And, and any The Last Jedi defenders, okay, are going to come out and defend this movie, just because it has Disney's logo or is because they like The Last Jedi. And get out, don't comment, okay? I don't want I don't want to hear like 10 paragraph. Oh, you're sexist and you're misogynist, okay? Because it's old after a while. It will be deleted because I don't want to hear you trying to bash my opinion about me saying the truth here. This movie gonna fail because based off movie trends, based off the trailers, based off rumors, leaks, and all those other things. Okay, I don't want to hear how like the whole Breebot, like all the Breebots, okay, who will comment on my video saying, "Oh, you enforcing the definition of sexual harassment on my channel, on my comment section," because they can't accept that I don't like Brie Watson, okay, and they call people who don't like Brie Watson, who talk about the news, and since she is famous, you can't really stop talking about her because and especially if she's in the MCU. If we look up movie news and rumors, if he's an integral character of a universe, it's kind of not real. It's kind of talking really about the news and your opinion about it. Okay, the same thing with the Star Wars fanboys. No, not the old Star Wars fanboys. The SDWs, 10 people on Twitter who will come on YouTube and say, "How dare you? How dare you not like the Last Jedi? Okay, how dare you say Solo is a flop? Okay, how dare you spit facts at us? Okay." And of course, the SJWs and the delusional minds. Okay, and here we go. The Last Jedi will come. No, Last Jedi. That Last Jedi already sucks. Okay, the Rise of Skywalker will completely suck. Okay, it's gonna be one of the worst movies of this year, alongside other classics that were made by Disney, such as the Lion King remake, the Aladdin remake, the Dumbo remake, Maleficent Mistress of Evil, and Toy Story 4. That was all sarcasm because all of those movies are either mediocre to garbage.